Hi, I'm Stacey Halls, author of The Familiars. The Familiars is set during the Lancashire witch trials of 1612 and follows a young gentlewoman called Fleetwood Shuttleworth, who's 17 years old and pregnant for the fourth time after having 3 miscarriages, and her friendship with a young woman called Alice Gray, who is a midwife who promises to help Fleetwood carry her pregnancy to term. But then Alice is drawn into the witchcraft accusations that are sweeping Pendle, and the 2 women's fates become entwined. I'm here at Waterstones Piccadilly to share with you 3 books that inspired The Familiars. The first one of which is The Daylight Gate by Jeanette Winterson. I come from only a few miles away from Jeanette Winterson in Lancashire, and growing up there, the Pendle witches are a big part of history. This was published in 2012 to tie in with the 400th anniversary of the Pendle witch trials, and it follows one witch called Alice Nutter, who came from a landed gentry family, so she was quite an unusual person to be accused of witchcraft at that time. The rest of the accused were very poor, illiterate, from these kind of warring families from the area, so it was unusual for her to be involved in the accusations. And Jeanette Winterson's story is really visceral, it's quite short, it's really gripping, and it follows this character Alice Nutter from around March, when the accusations started to become rife in the area, right through to the trials in August. So we're here in the young adult section, and my next book is one of my all-time favourites, which is The Ruby in the Smoke by Philip Pullman. I read this for the first time as a teenager, and it's the only book that I go back to time and time again, and I find something new in it every time. I just love it so much. It's set in Victorian London and follows a teenage heroine called Sally Lockhart, whose father has died in mysterious circumstances, and she makes it her business to find out exactly what happened to him. This is the first historical novel that I really loved. It's really pacey, it's a load of fun, and it really draws you into this sort of grimy underground world of London, and it's one of my favourites, so check it out. The third and final book I'm going to share with you is Save the Cat by Blake Snyder. This is actually a screenwriting book, which I found immensely useful when it came to writing The Familiars. I took a sabbatical from work, so I was quite time poor and I didn't know what I was doing. So someone recommended this book to me, and Blake Snyder is a real advocate of plotting out exactly what you're going to do before you do it, which was great for me because I had about 9 weeks to write the first draft. So I followed his advice, and the book is really interesting in terms of breaking down story. So even though it relates to films are just stories, and there's lots of things in books that you also recognise in films, like the catalyst moment, the brush of death, the fun and games. So really breaking down those devices helped me to determine what I wanted to put in The Familiars and what it needed to be a good story. So if you're an aspiring novelist or starting to write fiction for the first time, I would really recommend this.